Trying to make y'all quit. What's up? All right, y'all, switch it up. We've been done, but we got 5 minutes over. So come into the room. If you are busy, let us know in the comments as your accountability. If you got something going on, communicate. And let's get it in. I decided this month that I was going to give people the opportunity to be a part of this space because people say that they miss it. So if you want to be here, then be here. Y'all, so that was good. So for those of you guys who don't know, Deion Sanders has decided that he is taking on a new organization. And at first I felt some type of way, but then I felt like some type of way. And listening to Brian was like, just listen, just watch him. And so I decided to thank you, Jazz, for communicating. Thank you, Q. So I was like, yeah, like this is some perspective. Like this is some straight up perspective. But listening to that second video, and thank you for listening, Brianna, and sending me the first one, because I needed to hear him talk to Jackson State first. And then like see him introducing himself to his new organization. That was good. So I am excited. Let me say this, and then I will open up the floor. I'm excited for everyone, but I am excited for those who are not playing, all right, and not here for the pity pat and are really going to get these bonuses. When I say that, like, I'm serious. Like, stocking stuffer is 5 cycles. I mean, that's not 5 cycles, 5 tiers, excuse me. Stocking stuffers is 5 tiers. What does that mean? 20 loyal customers, 5 distributors. You do it or you have somebody help you do it. It really should be you and four, it should be you and 3 other people doing it. But if it's you because it's your family. It's 5 tiers. Your success bonus, your quarterly bonus is 6 tiers. And Christmas cash is 7. So you're doing 5, 6, or 7. I don't care how many days it is. Like at this point, there's no point of even worrying about how many days there are left or complaining about that. It's ultimately getting up every single day and deciding that your family is worth it and this money is on the table and you're going to do it. Do y'all get what I'm saying? Like at this point, you in or you out. Like that's it. Like there's no point in being like, well, oh my God, if only, like that stuff is stupid right through here when there's such little time. Every moment that you complain, every moment that you're not moving towards the mark is every moment that you're possibly taking money out of your family's pocket. What are you getting? Are you getting the 1,000? And that bonus can be earned several times. I just talked to somebody this morning who finished her Christmas cash and is about to finish a stocking stuffer. So that's $4,000 extra on her check on the 16th. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? And I put up that host of posts and I got people who had never commented on my giveaway ever on that post. And I was like, well, Jesus heard my prayers. Okay, won't he do it? So who want to open up? I'm going to go turn off Miss Rachel.
Well, I know I'm excited in this season. And it's really a matter, like Rachel said, of deciding that regardless of what the situation looks like, that I'm pressing towards the mark. And it's not putting a question mark where God put a period. And like, if you just continue to stay steadfast in what he said and just continue to swim regardless, it will turn around, and it can turn around at any moment. All it really takes is just one touch, just one tap, just one look from God. One ounce of favor and the tide has changed. And so, like she said, not even looking at the time, not even looking at the days left, I'm just committed to what it is that I said I'm going to do. And so I'm definitely getting the stocking stuffer and I'm getting my success bonus. And that's a non-negotiable. And because it is, I'm going to wake up every single day and press towards the mark, regardless of what I see. It's the faith. It's the faith walk. And just knowing that at any moment, it can turn around. And so last month, I felt like I didn't perform personally in the way that I desired to as far as enrollments. And then next thing you know, I signed 2 DTs on the same day. And so it was because of me continuing to do the things that I needed to do, have my weekly lives, showcasing stories on my page, continuing to post, continuing to get my host to post up, continuing to post to my stories, regardless, and not letting my feelings or what I'm thinking I'm seeing or not seeing dictate or determine how I'm going to show up for my business. And so it's just continuing to press towards the mark. I'm excited. I'm getting it. I'm claiming it. And it just is what it is.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm just gonna press towards the mark, and I'm fighting all the way, and I'm not gonna give up, and we gonna do it. We gonna do it. And so I'm like you. Last month didn't look like I wanted it to look, but it's just all, and just keep fighting and keep moving, and keep doing the things. And if we keep doing the things, God's gonna show up, because we gonna reap if we faint not, and that's in his word. And so I faint not. I'm not giving up. I'm gonna keep moving, and I'm gonna get that stocking stuffer and my Christmas cash. I'm like you. Christmas cash and stocking stuffer. I'm gonna get it. I'm fighting it. Don't matter what it look like. It don't matter what it look like.
I'm definitely excited. I think for me, I'm more focused than anything. I'm more like, I'm excited, but my excited has turned into an intense focus. So making sure that everything is done when it needs to be done. So like getting up, making sure I'm doing my spiritual and personal development. Because I know every time that I am focused on something, I am attacked more. I know that personally for me. So me being proactive instead of reactive is going to be essential for me going for such a large goal that I've set for myself. And so me, it's just being prepared, being prepared for the spiritual warfare, and then putting the works behind the goals that I've set. So making sure that I'm getting my host to post up so that I can get even more hosts to post up for different things, because we have so many different things that's on sale. And just returning back to the follow-ups, going back heavy on the follow-ups, because the fortune is in the follow-ups. There's so many people that I've talked to this year. So just going back, if I need to go back to January, then going back, whatever it takes, like it takes what it takes, and not leaving any stone unturned. So I'm very excited and focused to just get it done.
Hey everyone. So I am excited. Um, had to give myself grace. I've been reading was it Grace Over Grind? Thank you, Rachel. So it is opening up my eyes to a lot. I'm very hard on myself when things are not going the way that I want them to go. But I'm spending more time with God in the mornings, to just talking to Him, just sitting in the quiet alone. It's been some trying times. I'm down the vehicle. So I'm literally obligated to wait on people to help me and do what I want them to do. So with having my alone time, it's getting out of my own head and working it out and doing it the best way that I can do possible for me. And so what that means for me is just going live more, sending more messages out, making more phone calls. It's birthday season again. So in between setting up stuff, when I'm talking to people and I'm bringing up what I do and I'm bringing up the products and stuff. My daughter is going out of town this week, so I'm a chaperone. So when I go there, I will be going live. I will be talking to the waitresses and the lifeguards, and like I'm putting myself out there, and I'm gonna do all the things and just giving myself grace as I go.
Hey guys, so for me, I had to switch some things up and get back to, I noticed that my intensity and my courage is extremely high when I move my body. And so I committed to myself to move my body, not just in the afternoon or whenever, but really be strategic. So like in the morning, it doesn't have to be long, but it's a 15 to 30-minute power like run. I'm running the ramps and stuff like that. And then when I finished that commitment, I forgot what I was listening to or reading, but it's like when you do one thing that you said you were going to do for yourself, you feel like you accomplished it. And so with starting my day that I'm accomplishing something I said for myself, then it's like, oh, I can win the rest of the day. And so really get into that and push it forward. I'm excited, and I'm excited to win.
Real question though, because even those you guys who are like more so silent, I think it comes to a place where it's you know, oh man, just so many things where, I don't want to talk about it. I want to be about it. But to be honest, that is, I don't believe in that. I don't. Why? Because life and death is in the power of your tongue. So I think that's an enemy. So be like, I don't want to talk about it no more. I just want to be about it. Like, no, how about you speak life and keep speaking life and speak it until you believe it, until you can walk into it. That's the enemy's way of muting you. I ain't saying nothing else. I'm not proclaiming or professing nothing else because it ain't been worked. Like, come on, you listening to the enemy. You ain't listen. That ain't God. That ain't God, in my opinion. So
I'm gonna hop in. For me, I guess it's really like sacrifice, and it's really like why I want what I want. Like this morning, like I couldn't fall asleep till 12:30, but I still got on 6 a.m. because I told Rachel I was gonna be on, even though I was on. I didn't connect to audio because I was having my Jesus time. So I was having my Jesus time on 6 a.m. so I could work my business afterwards. But like I'm going after the stocking stuffer, and like I'm working my mom's account and mine. So even if I fall a little bit short, I can still get that success bonus for her and the quarterly bonus. So even if you're working towards the stocking stuffer and you fall short, you still got time to get your what's it called? Your quarterly bonus. So look, I told Lydia this morning though, 30, 10, and 9 is the goal by Friday to hit that stocking stuffer goal, and really just, like I said, sacrificing my time, sacrificing my sleep, and really just doing works for me. Like video chatting people works for me, posting reels, like that's been working for me. So just doing what works for me and just staying focused and staying positive as well. And just speaking life not only into myself, but into my team. Because I know for me, it's really helpful when y'all speak life into me and when Lydia speaks life into me. So just putting that down into my team and giving them that encouragement, because encouragement goes a long way. So I'm excited for the week, the month, and just to hit these goals.
all right. Oh, go ahead. Y'all be taking too long. Like, come on. Stop second guessing yourself and just talk. Come on, talk. Hell, Tierra, y'all was unmuted. Come on, what y'all doing? Come on.
Well, I was about to say I am excited for the stocking stuffer. Like I'm excited, period. Because I'm just pretty much what Day saying. I'm sacrificing everything to get what I want. So that means waking up at 3 a.m., getting my Jesus time, my personal development, getting my everything together, taking away all distractions just to get it done. And then Rachel, I got your letter this morning, so I read that, and then it just gave me an extra, an extra so I'm just ready. I'm happy and I'm excited. So that's all I have.
Well, I'm excited. I wasn't gonna say anything until Rachel called me out, but I'm excited. I'm pushing for all the money, not just one, but all. I just gotta keep pushing myself, sending out more messages. And I talked to Andrea on Friday, and we were talking about me reading the book. I think she said "Go for No." And that's what I need to just keep going for the no's, because when I see a no, I fall back. I'm like, okay, here we go. So yeah, I'm excited and I'm just gonna keep pushing forward.
Okay, I'm gonna jump in. I believe for me is trusting the things that God is really trying to take me out of. I have been experiencing that I was a COVID baby. So when I came in, COVID had really just hit it. So the whole vendor event, calling, all that type of stuff was like not my thing. But I really see that God is showing me that's where the money at. That's where it's at. And so I have dedicated that outside of sending out messages and stuff, is making sure I'm making a goal to make phone calls and FaceTime, and then setting up vendor events like this weekend. I have it was kind of hard because I be thinking like I need Brittany for everything, but understanding that I am becoming a leader and walking into that. And so I'm excited. I actually scheduled 3 vendor events this month, and just being able to say that I can do it. Like, I know the products, I know what I'm talking about, and not being afraid of that. I know for me, I'm more of the messages. I like to send out messages. You tell me, I'm good. But the phone call and stuff, that was a no for me. It was like one of my biggest fears, but I have chosen to say, if I'm scared to do it, then I need to do it or whatever. And so I've been doing it and it's been paying off. So I'm excited. I'm excited to claim it all, and do more, like tap into everything, not just the little things. Like me, I'm more of the building, the monthly checks and stuff or whatever, residual income, but understanding that we get paid more than just that or whatever. Like, we do have vendor events to make daily cash and sample cash and stuff like that. So I'm excited to tap into all of it. So yeah.
How y'all be like, we was straight up sitting in the room together, would y'all just like be looking at me like if we was all in the same room? It's awkward. Y'all would not just be sitting there like looking. Somebody would say something like, gee. That's one thing about Zoom. I just be like, Lord, is everybody okay? So we was sitting in the room together. It just be a little different. Help, Lord.
I want to share something that happened to me yesterday, like a little perspective shift that I had. So for everybody, like when people are telling you no, or honestly, when people are telling you no, like that can be discouraging. But yesterday I was on the phone with this girl, FaceTiming her, like signing up as a distributor. And she was like, can I not put the card in myself? I was like, yeah, you can. So I sent it to her to do. And she was like, hold on, I'm gonna call you back. And like, obviously she never called back, but literally I've been praying to God for people in my organization that are willing to work, ready to work. So those no's they may not be for you in the season. Like, I'm ready to run. Like, I want somebody that's gonna work with me, that's gonna run with me. Like, that's who I want. Guess what, y'all? 2 hours later, Miss Janaya, who is on, this is her first Monday meetup, y'all. She is on, like, I hopped on the phone with her. We talked. Her baby's 3 months old, I think. She says 20 minutes for me, y'all, but like literally she's here. So it's really just like, who's for you is for you, number one. And also, like, she said she wants 250 by next week. Like, we got a runner. So literally, like, just wanted to encourage y'all that no may be a blessing for you, because you said you're ready to run. That person, they ain't ready yet. You don't want to sign them up and they be sitting up there and you like, all right, well, what we doing? So look, that was a perspective shift for me. Like, that no just means not right now. Like, they may sign next month, next year, like just not in this season. They might not be for you, because where you going, that might not be the path they need to be on. So that was a perspective shift for me, honestly. So wanted to share that with somebody else.
My numbers are wrong too for Christmas cat. I'm just thinking right now. I'm like walking through it in my mind. I don't even know why it's still on my mind, but my numbers is wrong. But you'll know once you pull your chart out. That's good. Because when Tierra was talking about that about them no's, I was like, girl, bye. If every no in the world, because your why not big enough, period. Like y'all, my son yesterday, he got up in the morning, decided he was feeling motivated, which is fine. He's only 16, and he made 4 dozens of his cookies. He made 4 dozens. And I was trying to let the people who've been asking me about his cookies, like, know before, but this boy went door to door in our neighborhood and sold his cookies and made himself $62 in 3 hours. And I'm talking about that includes cooking time. And he said, tomorrow I'm making 4 dozen of his lemon cookies. Oh, so Brittany, I'm sorry, they already sold out though. So I'll let you know about the next round. They're already sold out. Like, he's sold out, and he's not finna overexert himself. He said he only gonna make four dozens of cookies a week, and that's what he doing. Like, hey, that's what's up. He has a why. He want an Apple Watch. He want everything. You know how kids are. But he's decided that he's going to start pressing towards the mark. This boy went door to door. What's your problem? He's 16. And sold his cookies. Like, he literally said, I'm a local baker, and he Black, and we live in a white neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Straight up. Calling me on the phone with the people like, hey mom, what's your Venmo? Hey mom, do you have PayPal? You know what I'm saying? Like, because he knows he has a good product, and he's willing, that entrepreneur spirit like a mug. But my thing is, for me personally, and I'm saying the same to y'all, like, why are you doing this? Like, you don't work, you don't eat. That's what the Bible says. And so, yes, there are different ways, but stop watching all these people online where you think you don't have to work and you can eat. Like, stop it. Me and Brittany was talking about this the other day. We was talking about, and I didn't even know about this, because so shout out to the guy who just makes, me know things, because I don't be in the know. But it was this girl who was online. I don't even know the facts, y'all. I just know the story, and it could be wrong, but rock with me. But it was this girl, and there's 2 stories. There was this girl who was a big influencer, and she was homeless. And people thinking she out here living this lavish life, and she was homeless. And people were like really on her. It was like, dude, just run your own race and mind your own business. If they inspire you in the moment, awesome. But ultimately, like, do your thing. This comes to anything in life, because I heard a story about another couple, and you get to this point where you like, your heart breaks for them and you praying for them. But it was another girl, she was actually in It Works. And her husband, like, on live, like, started beating her up. But everybody wants their marriage. And it was like, you want the marriage God has for you. That's what you want. And you don't even know what that looks like, because Lord knows, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what you're going to go through in your own marriage. You got to mind your own business. And so when it comes to this right here, you got to get in the midst of somebody who don't care about no. Like, you got to learn the swerve. Learn the swerve. Because Brittany had to learn the swerve. She hated to be rejected. Well, feel like she was rejected. But now I see her now, and I don't even say nothing no more. Sometimes I'll say something, but a lot of times I just try to like just play it off and just be like, in my spirit, I'll be like, "Ooh, God, thank you." Because people be like in their feelings, because people reject them, but they're really not rejecting you. A lot of times it's ignorance. That's how I like to look at it. It's ignorance. You are ignorant in some way, shape, or fashion. And so it becomes down to how good am I at informing. In every opportunity that you have to interact with somebody, you get better and better. So even like with Brittany, our vendor event was a bummer, okay? It was great to spend time together, but for real, they should be refunding our money because like 20 people came through that mug over 7 hours. But we graceful, praise the Lord. And so anyways, we're sitting there, and as each person is coming up to the table, we're getting better and better. And so even like what Brittany was talking about, selling the cups of coffee, y'all, if you're not selling cups of coffee, like you tripping at your vendor events, like straight up cups of coffee, and you can have creamer there, you can have your stevia there, you can have your different syrups there, have your frother there, and then have a way to make some hot water. And you can literally you can get a cup of 14 like styrofoam cups for $4 from Walgreens, but I think it's even cheaper at Walmart. So either way, okay, like we're selling these cups of coffee, and I'm talking about this coffee so much so that other people are coming up and buying cups of coffee. It was this one lady, another vendor, was like, have you had your coffee today? And she was like, oh yeah, I had my coffee. But her butt was over there by the end of the day, like, let me get a cup of coffee, okay? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like straight up, like you have to stand firm, be excited, and then get better and better with each interaction that you have, because my why is worth it. My why is worth it.
Yeah, it's really just making and we say it all the time, it's really just like really making the decision, because once you make the decision, like you move to a place of solution focus, being solution focused. And so and that's where I always am, is because I've made a decision, like this is what I'm going to do. I don't want to do anything else. And so I'm going to figure it out. And so when you have that mentality of I'm going to figure this out, when things start to happen, it's like, okay, so I'm gonna try this. Like Rachel said, you get better with each interaction. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna try this. All right, well, that works. So now let me tweak it and try this. And then as you continue to switch things up or tweak little things, you'll end up finding your groove, your niche, and all of that, and it will just start to overflow. And so it's that place of not being discouraged by the hurdles or the things that come your way, but letting it intrigue you to like move and shake and pivot and just figure it out. And so I decided a long time ago, once I hit submit, and it took me a while to figure it out, but once I hit submit and I started watching my training videos, I decided at that moment I was going to figure it out. And so I stayed steadfast, firm. Whether I walked away a little bit or veered away a little bit, I always had that posture or that heart or that mindset to figure it out. And so I was going to stay around the circle, all the time. Brianna be like, she was around, she wasn't doing nothing, but she was around because I had made that decision that no matter how long it took, if one person can do this, it's just an example that anybody can do this. And so we are all, God is no respecter of person. So if he did it for all of these people, he can do it for me if I allow him to. And so it was the decision that this is what I want to do. And so I'm going to figure it out. And so have you gotten to that place of this is what I want to do and this is how I can make some money? And one thing that Rachel said to me, and it changed I want to say that was like probably one of the biggest turning points, was she was like, you got to believe that you can first you got to believe that you can make some money here. And then you got to believe that you can help somebody else make some money here. And once you believe in this opportunity, like there's no way, like that is one of the reasons why I can enroll distributors, because I absolutely 100% know that I can help somebody make some money here. And I know that the systems that we have in place here are flawless, and you will win if you execute. And so because I have that mentality, it don't matter how long it take me. I might have a little dry patch, but I'm gonna enroll some distributors because I know for a fact that I can help somebody make some money here. And so have you gotten to that place to where without a shadow of a doubt that you can make some money, but then without a shadow of a doubt that you can help somebody else make some money? Because if you get to that place, you will always win, regardless of if it's on the level that you desire or not. And so you guys have to get in a place. And I'm so grateful for my weekly meetings with Rachel, because she shifted my perspective on this. You have to get into a place to where it's like, I'm a win regardless of what the win looks like, and regardless if it's the ultimate win that I want or not. I'm going to win in the midst of working for what I ultimately want. And so can you win in the midst? Can you believe for a 250 as you're believing for, your Christmas cash or your stocking stuffer? Can you believe for a tier 2? Can you believe for a full cycle? You know what I'm saying? Can you believe to get your customer bonus? You know what I'm saying? In the midst of building for what you want. So that's what I got to say.
That's good. And I'm gonna piggyback on that because we had a vendor weekend. Okay. We had vendor event that lasted Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So it was really good. It was very it was the first one getting back into like the actual vendor space. And I'm gonna tell you, you will be challenged. Like, we were in a very affluent neighborhood. I personally have been with It Works for 9 years, and a lady challenged me on bovine in something called bovine and collagen, and I didn't know that it was in our collagen. And so I grabbed the product because we had it there, and I showed her. She was like, "Yeah, it's right there." I was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Like, what does that do?" Because I'm like, I don't know every little ingredient that's in the products, and I'm like, we have up 35. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that I know all of them. She's like, "Well, you should know your product better." And I was like, "Okay, well, educate me. Educate me. I would love for you to tell me." And she told me that it was from cows, but that's all she knew. I said, "Okay, well, I'll definitely figure out what exactly it is." I was like, "But you like the collagen, right?" And she's like, "Yeah." I said, "So did you want to go ahead and get you a sample and, whatever?" She's like, "Oh, I don't know. I'll think about it." I said, "Okay." And that was it. I didn't be like, "Oh my God, I don't know what's in collagen, so I got to take it off the table," right? Like, you don't do that. You just, take the time to educate yourself, educate them, and then bring it on back. It's okay to be uncomfortable. You're not going to know everything. Have the product there. We made some binders. I'm actually going to go live in the Money Squad to just go over a couple of things that we did for the vendor events, but just go, like, if it's slow, like it was slow for a little bit. And we was like, listen, here, somebody's going to try some products. And so I went to the registration table and was like, "Have you had your coffee? Do you like collagen? Do you need a refresher?" Whatever you have, like, just start the conversation, because that's what you're there for. Like, you're there to share with people. And then after a while, they were all just like, "Okay, what you got?" Like, we had people coming and throwing it back. Like, okay, we're just having fun, so definitely do the vendor events, y'all, so y'all can get in front of new people and just have those conversations. And honestly, the vendor events would definitely make you more knowledgeable about your product, because you're talking more about different ones. You're talking more about the different tips for each product. So definitely do that. And then the win, when Brittany was talking about a win, like, a win can be big or small. So and like last month was like a transitional period for me, and just understanding that it's not going to all look the same, and the wins are not going to all look the same. So it was days where me getting out of the bed, it was a win for me. Like, it's a win for me getting up because I don't feel like getting up. You know what I'm saying? It's a win for me making sure I'm posting, messaging, and following up because I don't feel like doing that. Like, I am depleted. So literally giving myself grace, but also celebrating myself in the wins that I had. Like, "Oh, I got to host a post up today. Thank you, Jesus, because I didn't feel like getting a host a post up." Or, "I've been getting 1,000 no's." You know what I'm saying? So, like, really taking the time to celebrate in every little piece of your day, because that will really shift your perspective of your day. That'll shift your perspective of your situation. It'll help you. And if you are not moving your body, even if it's not for weight loss purposes, but I just challenge you guys to move your body and see how better you feel with just doing that. Even if, I know Cass like said, like 15 minutes, a walk, a run, some squats, some push-ups, whatever, just doing something. It could be 5 minutes, just doing something that helps. Definitely helps to just put in and do that too. So that was a little bit I wanted to share about that.
Also, another thing that vendor events does is it gets you out of that social media bubble of feeling like everybody knows about It Works. Because I'm telling you, like, majority of the people that came up to our table did not know about It Works. Like, that was the question that me and Rachel would ask, like, oh, have you heard about it? And they did not. Like, it was maybe like 2 people out of everybody that came up to our table that said that they had like some prior knowledge about it. And so it just shows you all the opportunity that we still have on the table to get these amazing products into people's hands and to just tell them about this opportunity as well. So yeah, that was big.
Yes, so that's actually something I'm gonna drop, like I said, when I go live today in the Money Squad, because I actually did a job form that I just created, and I was like, I'm just gonna, and it's a barcode, and so they scan it, they just fill out their information, and so you'll have it that way too. A follow up. I think that's great for the analytical people, the greens, but for the people who are not. I didn't want to do paper because you can do paper. That's good. I'm just saying, I'm not green. I'm not. For the non-greens, for the greens, y'all know, because if you green, y'all like, yes, job form. I feel it. So this is why we having that training. So for the different colors, for the non-greens, I add them on my social media and I get their number. Both of them, both. Just simple. Pull up your phone or have them pull out their phone. I really want them to pull out their phone and text you and add you on, they add you on their social, because then you know they'll accept the friend request. But yeah, so for the greens though, yes, job form. I am not being funny. I am so serious because I know, like I've coached enough greens to know. Because Yolanda, don't job form sound good to you? I'm just like, she like, what? What are you talking about?
I'm trying to figure out what job form is.
Oh yeah, job form. Go, yep, download it. Job form, yes, download it. It's so you make sure you really on Robin's Live, because it's just a way to like collect information. Mhm. I am green when it comes to my money. I am. So if I needed to do it, I definitely would, for sure. Another thing. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I remember from my last vendor event, you ones that do have kids, it's okay to take your kids. Like, it's okay to take them. Because I remember my last one, I was because it was my first one, and I was really bad getting their information. But what was so crazy, my 8-year-old daughter, I didn't even know she did until afterwards or whatever. But she went around with a notebook because we was at a church. And so it was like, everybody was in the same building or whatever. It was a conference. And so she went around with a notebook and asked everybody for their name, email, and phone number or whatever. And it was so crazy. I had got home and was doing some follow-ups, and I found the notebook or whatever. And I didn't even know, like, I did not know, but she went around and got everybody information or whatever, because I wasn't even thinking about it. My main thing was just passing out my cards or whatever, not thinking about getting their information, but she did that for me. So y'all use your kids.
I was gonna jump in there real quick. One thing that I did, hey y'all, at one of my vendor events is I made like a giveaway for that day. I just bought a Dollar Tree cup, put like 3 samples in it. 1 sample of coffee, a collagen, some greens or something, and bagged it up. And so anybody that talked to me that was interested in the products, I was just like, I had this little form that you can print out in like the eSuite. And I'm like, so since you're here, you're interested in the product, you want to enter to win this mug. It has some free samples in it, and you get the mug. And then the little form that I had, they just was able to put their name and their number on there. And like as soon as they leave, I could text them like, thanks for entering in my giveaway. I'll text the person who wins the mug or whatever. And I end up one lady winning. And so that's another way that I got people numbers at my vendor event.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, but like I'm host to posting it out. That's my plan. My strategy is host to posting it out. It's being clear. If you have not looked on your website, you need to look on your website. There's no reason you should be asking anybody about what's on sale. You should know on your own website, this is your business. And so there comes a place of you're lazy and you don't know. Do you get what I'm saying? Like there's a big difference. So go look on your website and actually go through the different things, because it's the same thing I have to do. Because when I like to sign my people, and so I'm pulling it up, I'm seeing it at the same time I'm like, oh man, they changed this up. Oh, you can get this today. You know what I'm saying? When for real, I should be on there and already know what's on there. But they changed stuff up so much, I show myself some grace. You know what I'm saying? So go on your website and look. Like the whole I have to be an expert thing is baloney. Because if I walk into Walmart right now and I have a question, 9 times out of 10, they don't know. Like 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be like, oh, hold on, I'll find out for you. Hold on. Like it is rare that I walk into a store and somebody knows what in the world they talking about. Is it facts? So why do you put that pressure on yourself? Like that is just find out. Like just it's okay. They're used to it every day. They're used to it every day. And they just come back and tell you that is fact. You have to end up finding somebody else. They'd be like, pick somebody else to do it. Be like, dang, bruh, like Jesus. Yes, that is factual.
Yes, I will be most definitely host posting it out as well, and just taking advantage of the fact that there's no customer volume for its account. And so just running that up, like taking that and running with it. I don't care what I sign, you're gonna get something. Like if we start out with a pack, you can't afford that today. All right, well, let's just get you started on the cleanse. Let's just get you started on the gummies, and then in 2 weeks, when you get paid again, we can, add on an additional product or something. But yeah, like I'm just head down, focused, like Rachel said, knowing exactly what you need, and just breaking it down and just focusing on the next step is going to be big. And so host to post is my strategy. It's always been my strategy. And so either I'm in the streets or I'm doing host posts, one of the two.
And I tell you guys, when it comes to the loyal customer, the best part about it is, so you don't have a loyal customer agreement and you don't have a minimum for BV. What's your excuse? And if you say the membership fee, you looking for something. I promise you looking for something. Stop letting people run you. Like just because, listen, somebody could come up in here and be like, Rachel, the sky is green. Now I may like peep, like that's odd. Let me see. And when I see the sky blue, I'm gonna be like, all right, thank you. You know what I'm like? I'm not gonna be like, it's the sky, it's the Bible study. All right. This goes back to chapter 2 of our Bible study. Those of you guys who are a part of the Enough Bible study, like it's straight up that you should know that's the devil. So when somebody come and start talking about a membership fee, that is an opportunity for you to grow, or or if it takes you out, that's a tactic, because the enemy knows if somebody complains about something about your business, you start believing it. And so that comes to the whole clapback. Well, how can I get better? Ask somebody like, hey, how y'all? That's what we do. If I'm feeling like I'm getting too many people who are rejecting something, I'm like, okay, who is it working for? Like, who's doing a good job at enrolling? Like, how can I switch up my verbiage so I can like slide over this so that they can say yes, or I can make them think it's their idea, And we're going to go ahead and add in the membership fee because you want to be on a 25% off. You don't want to pay 15, you want to pay 25%. Do y'all know? Let me teach y'all something, okay? Psychology major. It's called verbal cues, which is why I like to be on the phone. When I talk to my kids, this is how I'm talking to them. I'd be like, go get me that, okay? What am I doing? I'm shaking my head, yes. Yes. So I'm telling them I'm telling them several ways. I am right. Yes. Talking to Zoe, come here right now. Yes. Yes. Look me in my eyes. Yes. Get your butt over here. Brianna, come give me a kiss. Yes. 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 Sugar, sit. You know what I'm saying? Like the verbal cues, and they can feel that. But if you over here like, and you're gonna, the membership fee, girl, the membership fee is $19.95. They'll be like, are you okay? Like, come on. Is she gonna pay it? Like, is she like I mean, like the membership fee is $19.95. I bet you I'm gonna pay attention when I go shopping next. And they be like, do you want to give $1 to the, come on, you gonna sell all of, do you want to round up for charity? Yeah, like round it up, was it 50 cents? You know what I mean? Like, it's totally different, right? It is. This is factual. What's your strategy? What y'all doing?
My strategy is TikToks and host a post. Like, y'all, if y'all plan to be consistent, be consistent. Because Lydia and Rachel in the back of my head, Rachel was telling me back in May, I think, she was like, they start being yourself on TikTok. Like, start being you on TikTok. So I look, it's okay to copy though, because I be copying people's stuff till I figure it out for myself. Okay, ain't finna lie, I still doing that. But I have like figured it out for myself now. But TikTok been working for me. Like, I've been consistent with TikTok. It's been working for real, and host a post. So I'm gonna stick with what I know. TikTok, host a post. And I've been FaceTiming ever since Cass told me to start FaceTiming. So those 3 things work for me.
My strategy is host a post and follow-ups.
My strategy is to host a post, following up, and also using my voice notes to explain to people like what it is I do, and just giving them a better understanding, because sometimes I done came across people who would tell me no, or they just wouldn't know exactly what's going on. And I found that when I explain more, they understand, and then they're willing after, whether if it's a hosted post or not. So that's my strategy.
My strategy is host a post, reels and calls, like getting people on the phone. They can hear my voice, they can see my face, they see I'm a real person. It just works for me. So those are the 3 things I'm gonna hit heavy.
My strategy is going to be calls and host a post.
My strategy as of now is host a post and word of mouth. So since I have like a 9 to 5, there's no reason that I should not be networking or using my resources around me. So that's word of mouth is gonna be something I start implementing more of.
My strategy is calls and host a post and reels. Yeah.
My strategy is gonna be reels and posting on Facebook consistently, because I feel like that's where my market is. And something else you just said, somebody just said about working their network at work. I printed off that freaking gift bag, all the gift boxes and all the stuff. I printed off that catalog, and I'm pretty much just asking everybody that I work with, y'all get y'all gifts already wrapped for y'all, and I'm gonna use that to my advantage too.
For me, it would be more of talking more about my business, like when I'm out and about. I feel like anybody that is in my circle or whatever, like even at church, friends and stuff, and just being very proud to be doing what I'm doing. So making sure that I'm speaking to everybody, making sure that everybody around me knows about my business. Most definitely host a post. And then calling in reels. Like, I haven't been getting no text messages from reels, but I have been seeing more people come to my page, like my views and stuff, and people saving my reels, and TikTok like that. So I'm most definitely trying to stay consistent with that. And most definitely host to post always been my thing. So I'm gonna keep the host to post, but yeah.
Yeah, the reels for me, a strategy for me. I've been getting a lot of text messages lately, and it's because I just be constantly posting my reels and leaving call to action. So
My strategy is post to post, reels and TikToks.
Well, I guess my strategy is gonna be to just do the things. I haven't been doing the things. I didn't realize this until recently that I like to have all my stuff together before I start. Thank you. And it's not together, but I have to start. So I started today. I jumped in and I just said I have to get out here and do it. And so what did I do? I went live and I had my smoothie and I mixed it with greens and I ate my 2 gummies on there. And I'm starting, today's my 2 weeks. I started it and I just had to do it. I spilled my smoothie down my shirt while I was drinking it and it was a mess, but it's out there. My kids are all over the place, my entourage. I'm just here, I'm doing it. I'm just gonna do the things. My follow-up game is trash. So I have to go back to my follow-ups and just do the things. And yes, that's my, whatever we're talking about right now. That's my strategy, is to just do the things, do something.
Felt that. Do something. Jesus. Yes. Yes. I'm excited. I don't know about y'all, but I am like turned up. I feel like I'm gonna go turn on some music and just dance. Cause I can't, cause Zoe sleep. But in my spirit, I'm gonna be dancing so she can sleep a little longer. But I'm excited, y'all. Like, I am thoroughly excited. Just do it. Like Yanni said. And so that's what we're about to do. I always invite people to win with me. But at this point, this is how I feel. Like, I feel like I'm gonna watch that Deion Sanders just one more time so I could just feel everything he said. Because this is how I'm feeling for everybody. With the grace of the Lord, I'm bringing that. I'm bringing that. You don't want to be a foreign friend? I'm doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting my money. And that's really ultimately what it is. In raising the level of standards, it just is what it is. Instead of waiting around for somebody else to do what it is that you want to do for your family, you thank God for the opportunity. It goes back to creating volume, but you can't create bodies. And so when God gives you the body, be grateful for it and close it out. Close it out. Like, there is no reason. And I'm talking to myself too, because there's been many people like, dang, can you help? But it's ultimately like, this is an opportunity that God has presented in front of me. He's given me the opportunity. And honestly, you know, Brittany and I were having a conversation about, you know, Kimmy Pentecost. It took her, well, it was Dempsey back in the day, but it took her 6 months to sign her first distributor. The girl went Black Diamond. So if somebody don't sign a distributor, sign the freaking distributor on their page. You know what I'm saying? Like, sign a distributor on their page. It took a Black Diamond 6 months to sign her first distributor. So if you have somebody ready to go, sign it on their page. And honestly, get them in a groove of signing loyal customers, especially in the midst of December, where every single loyal customer counts. And so that's what I'm about to do. That's what I'm about to do. Let's work on loyal customers, and I'll get on this phone with these distributors. You know, at this point, with the small window, if we have to do pre-selling Zooms, we'll do them, because it just is what it is. There will be people who have faith to invest, because that's really what we're looking for, the faith to invest. And I'm gonna tell y'all that people will invest. I've signed some of my best distributors in this season. And before I went double diamond, I signed 3 girls in December, November, December. And it's what took me to presidential and beyond. So don't talk about nobody have no money. There are people out here who are willing to invest. They're willing to invest. Yes, 149 may be steep. That's fine. Let's get you selling these products immediately. Let's get you selling these products immediately. All right. Anybody got anything they want to say before we hop up off here?
Real quick, just encourage you guys to look at vendor events also in affluent neighborhoods around you, because the malls are packed. Okay, people are spending money, but also with those vendor events, when you do the affluent ones, it gives you another boost and encouragement. Like, because people are dropping. This girl pulled out $100. She was like, "Okay, I want to buy it." Like, you know what I'm saying? So they're dropping the money, and then it actually encourages, like, oh, people actually do have money. So when you look for those events, stop looking for the ones where it's like, oh, you know, oh, $5. That's no. Look for those affluent ones, because it's not only going to encourage you in face to face, but it's going to encourage you also on social media. I'm like, and build your network locally too, in those affluent neighborhoods that they may not follow you because they doctors and lawyers and all that stuff. So just wanted to encourage you guys on that too.
So good. I gotta play something real quick and we're gonna get off here. Oh wait, that ain't it. But if you want to check, hold on. Y'all ready? I'm in recording because you know they be blocking me on YouTube.